Hello, I'm Vice Mayor Steve Kay, and I'm here today with Holly Wiedemann in front of what is going to be the most spectacular downtown building that we've seen in a long time, the Fayette County Courthouse. First of all, thank you so much for being here.
Delighted.
Holly is the founder and president of AU Associates, which does a lot of, well, I'll let you explain. AU Associates,
Sure.
And then we'll talk a little bit more about the courthouse.
Okay, great. AU is, I founded it 26 years ago, and we have done a host of projects around Kentucky and West Virginia, and our primary strong point, our wheelhouse, is taking historic buildings that have outlived their original use and adaptively reusing them and repurposing them. And we do commercial, residential. We also do new urban infill, but again, within areas that have already been developed that are underutilized.
Okay, so examples that people in the area might be aware
Sure.
of?
Well, one block down on
Yeah.
Market Street is the First Presbyterian apartments, and that is, you would never know, but those are 10 units that are right on Market Street, a block down from the mayor's house, as a matter of fact, in Gratz Park. And they are absolutely beautiful. The main building was the first apartment house in Lexington in the early 1800s, and so we have adaptively reused that. We actually continued it into additional housing, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Okay, so this project kind of fits with your larger portfolio of the kind of work you do. And in this project, again, explain what your role is and who you're working with.
Okay. We are the development agents for the city. We're the developers, and I'm in partnership with Barry Alberts of City Visions out of Louisville. And together we work on behalf of the city to develop this project, and to also, because of the vision of the mayor and the city council, to recognize the importance of this building. The city was able to take it one step further by bringing the private sector, us, to it, because we're able to make the dollars go significantly further by virtue of using the historic tax credits.
Okay, so these are federal funds that are available under certain circumstances, but they're available to private developers, not to the city government directly?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Actually, we are capitalizing on both federal historic tax credits and state historic tax credits. And the benefit to this project will be approximately between $8 to $10 million in private equity that we're able to bring to the table.
Well, that's great. So when you think about, so we're standing here, there's a fence up, the building is pretty much like it's looked for a long time. What's most exciting about what you hope to see in here? And then I'm going to ask you about challenges.
Okay. So to me, this building, and I'm a native Lexingtonian, so my grandfather's and father's department store was catty corner to this, Purcell's department store.
I see. So you have a personal
I have a personal, absolutely. And I've loved this building. This particular iteration, interestingly, this has been the center of the focal point for leadership, whether government or otherwise, for Lexington since the late 1700s. And this is the fourth iteration of courthouses. This last one was built in 1898 under the Richardson style of, who was a Bostonian architect, H.H. Richardson. And to me, it's a fabulous, iconic building that is sort of the focal point of downtown Lexington. And our vision has been to make this be the best of the bluegrass. So the people that will be leasing this space and occupying it now are the best of the bluegrass, in our opinion. We very carefully curated who will be there, and part of the reason is that these are all symbiotic users. They represent all the best that we have here, and it will be a hub of tourism. It will be a focal point for our entire area to learn about this and to get oriented, and it will be the embarkation point for the horse country tours, for bourbon country tours.
Okay. So can you name the likely probable tenants?
I can.
Okay.
I can. I have had the enormous pleasure of working with Wida Michael, who has, as we all know, an incredible portfolio of fabulous restaurants. And I had the great fortune of developing Windy Corner for her and Anthony Beck. So this will have a Windy Corner market restaurant that will be on the farmers market side. I think that Wida was one of the primary leaders in the farm to table in this area.
Yes.
And I can't imagine a better ambassador for our farmers and a better communion between our farmers right here and Wida right here also. And she is such a terrific speaker for the farmers, as is your wife.
Yes.
So
Well, thank you.
that's it's wonderful that this will be lots of Kentucky Proud products.
That's ground floor.
Right.
On the pavilion side. Okay,
Right.
What else?
So we'll have a bourbon bar that will spill out onto this terrace on this side.
Okay.
All of great Kentucky namesakes.
Okay.
And then at the other, in the back, we will have the visitors visit Lex visitor area that on Upper Street, where the parking that was moved one block down, on that lane will be dedicated for buses, for embarkation, for the horse farm tours and the bourbon tours.
Okay.
And then the next floor up will be the administrative offices of Visit Lex. So when people come in, and this will be such a hub for visitors, its proximity to 21C, Cheapside, this really recreates the whole notion of a courthouse green and a courthouse square. And so we're thrilled that this whole area will communicate. And so there, Visit Lex will have its offices, its administrative offices above that. The next step up will be Breeders' Cup. We're thrilled to be having there.
And most people don't know that they've had headquarters here, but they're planning to move into this building.
That's right. What's really funny is that after the Breeders' Cup was here in Lexington, it's so successful and such a terrific event for both Lexington and internationally actually. Many people would say to the Breeders' Cup, so when did you get into town?
Right.
And they would say, we've been here, we are here.
Just not high visibility.
That's right.
This elevates all of that.
So this will do it, because most people thought that the Breeders' Cup was either in New York or California, and here they are in our own backyard, and now they will be in our front yard. So we're thrilled that they will have that sort of visibility. And then on the top floor, we are really excited about that being a phenomenal event space, because one of the only remaining portions of the historic fabric of this building is up inside the dome. So we will be able to, that's where all the HVAC equipment was, and they completely put floors in and elevator shafts and the elevators and bathrooms in what had been a really magnificent central atrium that went all the way up. So we will be reopening that, and the sense of light and ability to experience that will be pretty incredible.
Okay. And so, time frame, when are we looking to actually be able to walk into this building?
Well, you can see over there, we can hear the beeping of the work and preparation for right after the 4th of July and all the festivities and events. Then we will then expand the construction fence that will take this, it will encompass this area, but obviously we're being very careful to be good neighbors with the Farmers Market and Thursday Night Live to ensure that we don't encroach on their space. So we are enclosing this, and we'll be starting the second week in July on the exterior work, which will include all new tuck pointing, all the restructuring of the portico entrances, and a new roof that will have insulation underneath it. Although it'll be a slate roof just like it is. We have to be very careful on where that slate is quarried. But this building will have truly energy efficient capabilities.
Okay. And so I want to kind of loop back and just emphasize one thing you've said.
Sure.
Thursday Night Live,
Right.
Farmers Market, other things will continue to go on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we've been working very closely with the city, Thursday Night Live, and the Farmers Market to ensure that they have the least amount of impact as possible, and we're being very careful because they are such a critically important part of downtown, and they have established themselves. There need be no interruption of that.
Great.
And so they will just morph, we will expand and contract, and we will not be doing any work during the farmers market Saturday time, so there won't be noise or dust while that's going on. And I have to give a tip of the hat to both Max Stone and Josh England, who are just terrific, and they're no better caretaker of their farmers, and we believe so strongly in them as well.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be an enhancement for them. When it's all done, it's going to be wonderful for them.
That's
okay,
right.
well, I know we could spend a lot more time talking, and maybe we'll come back in a couple of years or a year and a half.
Yeah.
When it's all done and do a tour through, but thank you.
That would be great. End of 2017, we'll be ready.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today, and thank all of you for watching.
Thanks.